Today I'm going to show you some of the ways that you can use Kami in the classroom. Kami is a great tool for presenting on the interactive whiteboard. It's also great for creating assignments and can be good for editing documents as well. The first thing I'm going to show you is one thing that is great in the classroom with Kami is you can create blank documents. These are great for projecting whole class notes. Generally, I like to use the lined paper, and then I'll increase the line spacing to accommodate for larger writing so it's able to be seen around the room better. So I'll create that now. So essentially, we're here. It looks like a piece of notebook paper. We zoom in at the top. We can write our theme in the margin. So if this is a division lesson, I'm going to put the date. So 9/18/25, and then I can talk about division notes. From here, we can do a variety of things. Generally, I'll have the board pen so my handwriting isn't so messy, but the one nice thing is that whatever we put on here, it can then be put directly into my Google Drive, which I can share in Google Classroom with the students later. It's great for absent students and sharing notes with students who have disabilities and can't necessarily keep up with in-class notes, or don't have the ability to take those in-class notes but can read them and utilize them later. So let's go back to the Kami kind of dashboard here, and I'm going to take you into a document. This is a quiz that I'm planning on giving next week to my students, and one thing that's great about Kami is that through the tools up here at the top, you can run a text recognition. This will give you the option to allow the students to take a quiz online. They can use that text recognition and come over here to the read aloud and click. And then it will read the students the questions. There's a lot of different options for voices in here, as well as they can toggle the speed to make it more palatable. This was obviously, I felt like dragging a little bit, so we can increase the speed by a few and then come back and try again with a faster speed to make it, again, more realistic to what they might hear. As far as editing the document goes, let's say here for number 1, I want to get rid of the multiple choice. So one option here is I can create a box around it using the shape tool. We see the box is black outlined. If I hover, it gives me more options. So I can come up here and I'm going to turn the outline white, and then I'll come to the fill section. And now I have a white box. I can then come and play with the transparency as well, and make it more or less transparent so they won't be able to see the information through. Another option is if I want to add some directions. I can come up here to the text box. I can create a text box out here, and I'll say something like rewrite the problem and show your work in any way you choose. And now I've got extra directions. Another option I have here is, it says, which equation can best help you estimate the difference? Well, that doesn't really apply anymore. So again, I could add information there to make the question make more sense. Here on number 2, they want them to find the actual sum and then also estimate to check to see if the answer is reasonable. My fourth graders, as I'm sure many other teachers would attest, is their students struggle sometimes to space things out well. So one thing we can come in here and do is put a line down the middle, and now over here on the left I can find the actual answer. Over here on the right I can do the work that is for just the estimating portion. And again, lots of different options here. I can use the masking to get rid of the bubble grid, since that's not really something that gets used a ton anymore. The students don't have a real need to know how to use it, so we can kind of take that away. So that's another option that we can use. Again, so these are all saved as I go in my Google Class or in my Google Drive. And then what I can do with these is go back to the Kami home, and then I can create a Google Classroom assignment, pull in the items from my library, and then I've got an assignment that I can give to my students via Google Classroom. Good luck with Kami, and I hope this helps. Thank you.